While everyone and their grandmother, their grandfathers, their aunties, their brothers and their sisters was distracted by Thanksgiving, the feast, right? The feast of the beast, right? While everyone was distracted by that, banking has took a twist, a dip, and a turn. HSBC, banking failure. People was waiting on their money. They couldn't access their money on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, the pagan's holiday. Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. I've never seen an Indian celebrate Thanksgiving before. If you have, please let me know where that Indian man is. I must speak to him right now. Smash that like button. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to leave your thoughts down below about this banking crisis and this banking system. Pay attention to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency because distraction is ramping at a rapid rate. Watch this.
One of the busiest shopping days of the year. The fault meant some users have been unable to authorize Black Friday transactions or send money from their account. Some customers are still reporting problems tonight, and HSBC can't say when it'll be fixed. Here's our consumer editor, Chris Troy.
In the shops and online,
They can't let you know when the problem will be fixed. Why is that? Because banking itself is obsolete. It's obsolete. It's called online banking for a reason. You no longer need to walk into the bank. You no longer actually even need to go into the bank for real. You have third-party services like Cash Apps. You can send foreigners money now. You can bypass Western Union. Smash that like button if you agree. You can send them a crypto in your wallet directly to their wallet for 0 to nothing. And you don't have to wait a week. You don't have to wait a week. It can happen in milliseconds. Smash that like button if you agree. Like I say, banking is obsolete. It will be. It's like, y'all remember when y'all had the CDs, right? Or the internet. What killed the CDs? Technology. Technology has always been the #1 disruptor in the world. Smash that like button if you agree. So you don't think that online banking, which is a technology, you don't think it killed physical banking, brick and mortar? So if online banking killed physical banking, what's gonna slaughter online banking? Put 1 in the chat if you think it's crypto. Put 2 in the chat if you think it's money. Put 3 in the chat if you think it's commodities. Silver, gold, just to name a few. Oil. I'm waiting on y'all. Let's round up the answers. The answer is crypto. The answer is crypto. That's what's killing the banks right now. That's what BlackRock and Grayscales are fighting over as we speak. You know, in January, what's going to happen in January? The beginning half of January, first quarter. They're going to decide on the Bitcoin ETF. If they're switching before you do, follow the whales, not financial advice. I just know what I'll be doing. Follow the whales. If they're moving and they say, you know what, we're done with banking, let's go over on to the next thing that governs banking, which is you owning your own assets and you becoming your own bank. What technology gives you the right to do that? Crypto. Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. So while all the distractions is happening, like these holidays, right? Pay attention to the money. Pay attention to the moolah. Pay attention to the dinero. Watch this.
They brought a spending surge, the kind of day many were relying on their bank. This HSBC customer had his shopping and travel plans wrecked by what the firm is calling an internal systems issue linked to an upgrade.
Today's a Black Friday, so...
Also, this is go to a reminder, and never put all your eggs in one basket. For instance, why couldn't these people go shopping on Black Friday if they really wanted to? Or any other Friday. Let's not put black in front of it. Why can't these people access their money when they need it? Because they're banking with one bank. You're a fool for just banking with one bank in this modern world. The required amount, they say at least 6 bank accounts. That's the required amount, minimum. Go talk to your financial advisor. Don't talk to me. That's the minimum. The reason why is you don't want to, one bank may go down. The bank that goes down may own a couple of other banks, which then goes down as well because they're on the same ledger, the same platform. So you should want to have at least 6 different banks, a couple of credit unions, a couple of regular banks like Bank of America, which I don't really like banks. So how about have some crypto on your wallet in case you want to just send it somewhere else, maybe to another bank account. That could be another solution. So this goes to show why financial education is so important. Why are you banking with just one bank? Why are you trusting people to run your money? The only person that can take care of your money better than you is you. Let me repeat. The only person that's going to take care of your money better than you is you. Smash that like button if you agree. Watch this.
So many classes, so I think that the software is not working there. So
The software's not working. How's it affected you?
No, I'm in English.
so many effects.
HSBC said they were investigating as a matter of urgency. Some
No.
customers said they got paid today.
It's called a cyber attack. See, a lot of people not talking about that in this world today, but that's what's going on. Everyone got hit with a cyber attack. MGM was just a couple of weeks ago. They hacked the membership portfolio. What? How? They had cyber attacks has been skyrocketing. We all know Israel is at war right now, and that's who is leading in the cybersecurity world. So if they're at war right now, you don't think that the wall is not only wide open in the United States, but it's also wide open online? The people who's governing these cyber attacks are busy right now. They're distracted. So you don't think other nations are going to send their cyber attackers right on through? It's the same thing that's happening in the United States. Israel, Hamas is already here. Why? The border is wide open. Who are you to say that they're not? Who are you to say that they're not? There's no security measures there. Just as much as these old banking modules, there's no security measures. And we all know banks don't work without depositors. Let me repeat. Let's go to a financial history class real quick. In order for the banks to work, what must you do? You must give them your money. In order for you, when you give them your money, they lend it out 9 times. If people are not giving the banks money, how can they lend? If they cannot lend, they cannot have an institution and or building. If they don't have a building, they're no longer banking. If the CPI, the interest rate, the inflation rate is so high, people are going to spend less, which means that banks will never make anything. They're not going to make more. So they built their module on the back of the citizens, but now the citizens, right? They don't have anything coming in, therefore it's nothing that they can get out. Smash that like button if you agree. Leave your comments down below. So it is destiny. Let me repeat. It is destined for banks to fail. It's just a matter of time. It's not when. It's not if it's not going to happen. It's just a matter of time. The answer is when. And right now, we're living in the days where it's happening right now. I don't see any news channels talking about this. They talking about everything else, from the Jamies, the allegations, to the celebrity couples and all this, but no one's talking about the monies. Why aren't they talking about this? Because if they tell you that right now, the U.S., as far as its credit rating, we went from a AAA to a AA. We ain't moving nothing. A bunny can't move after that. The Energizer Bunny's like, what? Y'all went from tier 3 to 2? Where they do that at? Smash that like button if you agree. What does this mean? The world don't trust you to lend to you. So if the world don't trust to lend to you, and America is built off a loan, ding, 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 ding. Can anybody ring that bell? Can anybody ring that bell? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? Don't let them tell you. You tell yourself these things. What does it feel like? What does it look like? What does it sound like? You formulate your answer, then you bust your own move. Smash that like button if you agree. The banks is over with. I've been telling people for a long time, the bank is obsolete. Technology, smashed it. Smash that like button.
Bills and complained about a lack of communication. Some called for more investment in the bank's digital services.
It's hugely significant. The timing couldn't be worse.
Customers making online payments requiring authorization via the app had to request a text approval instead.
If you've got rent payment or bill going out today, it's a huge issue. What I would say to people is if you lose out financially because of this, save the evidence and ask HSBC for compensation.
They're encouraging.
But the thing about that is that you got to go through the whole process of it. You done set up automation for your bill monthly payments, right? Now your automations is late. They're going to apply what? A late fee. How do they make money? They're going to apply a late fee. Now you got to have to go back to undo everything. You know the phone's going to be tied up. It's a process. And most people are not going to go through the process. Why? Because it's a process. No one's like the process. They just like the results. Smash that like button if you agree. So how many people at HSBC, right? And this is a large bank. So if you notice, these larger banks are merging or taking over these smaller banks because I believe in the near future, you're only going to need one or two institutions, if that, because you are the bank. One or two institutions in order to be considered a banking society. And the rules are changing now. CBDC, FedNow, you have all these new technologies. The only people that's not changing is the banking institution. But guess what? You don't change, you know what's going to happen? It's going to begin to rain, and you're going to be obsolete, no longer. Sayonara. That's what's happening. Banks, the people no longer need you. Okay? If you haven't figured that out yet, my fathers. But let's continue.
To migrate to digital banking, but stress that they're also spending tens of millions updating branches and never take a decision to shut one lightly. HSBC is closing branches. 70 last year, 114 planned for this year. They say that digital banking brings customers convenience, but they certainly can't say that today. The bank's mobile and online banking services were disrupted, and all on the last Friday of the month, payday for many. That boosted Black Friday spending, with figures suggesting more transactions than last year.
People who are short of money are looking for those essential goods that they probably saved all year for, so maybe a slightly cheaper deal today.
With no word on a fix, HSBC say that
It's going to take them a minute. This video is quite extensive. I'm going to leave it up onto the chat. You can watch the ending of the video. And this is why I tell people, see, you go to these schools, right? These indoctrination camps. What did they teach you about financing? About banking? Absolutely nothing. Can anyone say absolutely nothing? And leave it in chat for me. Put it in another language for me. Speak Italian for me. Something. These churches, ever since the money got introduced, the banking power, the money, ever since banks got attached to the churches, God left a long time ago. God said, you know what? They try to destroy me with the things that they created themselves. Money? Get on out of here. I've been left too with the churches. That's why I tell people, scratch out the schools. I do believe in education, but the right education. Scratch out the churches. I do believe in God, but just not the churches. And just focus on your purpose, because that's the only thing that's worth it. Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. Another episode of Healthy Discussions.